We are gathering for one of our first Glade implementation days for the Randolph Gap Backcountry Ski Project. And we will have about 30 volunteers joining us today.
There we go. I'm ready.
This really is kind of a bottom-up, community-supported project, and we are super proud. About 2008, we started receiving requests from the public asking if we could provide for backcountry skiing and riding opportunities on the National Forest. Last year, we approved the first project, which is at Brandon Gap, and we will be providing for ecologically low-impact backcountry ski lines. It has been a community of collaboration that's helped to implement this project, whether it's Dartmouth College, Vermont Youth Conservation Corps, Rochester Area Sports Trails Alliance, the Catamount Trail Association.
But you'll go up here just a short ways, you'll see the flag.
Yep, kind of veer.
So we worked with teenagers, the age 16 to 24, and we worked for the whole summer in the field, cutting trees, lopping, using the chainsaws, yeah.
We were seeing unauthorized cutting, and we're hoping that being able to partner with the user group and to provide this opportunity that we'll see a reduction in that unauthorized cutting.
There's always been a bunch of illegal trail work done both on state land, on federal land, and on private land. So we're really trying hard to bring that out of the shadows and show folks that you can still cut legal trails, but you need to put the footwork in on the front end to be transparent with whoever, if it's the federal government, if it's the state, if it's a private landowner.
We worked with the Forest Service on this project here at Brandon Gap. There was a lot of review by the National Forest. So it was all planned out through there, what species we were cutting, the size of the trees, the density we're leaving. We want to leave canopy up above us, so we encourage the forest floor growth not to change from too much sunlight.
We're concerned that when people are cutting on their own, that they're creating fern glades that don't allow the understory vegetation to revegetate.
The concern we have is that we'll have our native hay-scented fern move into these areas. They tend to block a lot of the new growth that and the seedling regeneration that we could get. So we're hoping, and we'll be monitoring along with Dartmouth College, the capacity for our native trees to outcompete these ferns on these sites.
We're trying to preserve the stands of softwoods and mountain ash. Mountain ash is an important feed for a few animals.
As our forests age, a lot of the habitat viability decreases. We need good, young, vigorous trees to help take the place of the aging, mature stands. In this way, then we can continue maintaining good wildlife habitat and also good timber.
Coming in.
When we work with users, we're much more successful at seeing that reduction in unauthorized use. It's one of the first projects on federal land where we're looking to manage for this backcountry recreation type of opportunity, particularly in the east, where our forests need a little more clearing to be able to enjoy the activity without having whips going in your face.
Any folks with loppers, you can go ahead and cut the little branches above your head. Just make sure and cut outside the collar. When we're skiing on the 6-foot base we're gonna get this winter, the branches will be in our face.
The glades we cut today will probably be in place for forever. What a ski area would consider an expert trail, we'll probably have 20 expert trails. I'm planning on skiing here this winter and for many winters to come, along with my children and grandchildren.
Brandon Gap is a really unique place. The terrain here is great. It allows for nice long vertical feet on a run. Here we have a established up track, and so it's a marked skin track that you climb up. There's different aspects as well, so it's not just one area that you're skiing.
There are pretty big trails, like on the order of ski area trails, 1,300 vertical, 1,000 vertical.
The terrain varies enough as well, so it's not all the same. You know, you get some nice big open stuff up higher, and then you come down in here and you get some more rocks and some cliffs. It's a mixed bag of goodies for sure. 40 folks, you can pretty much clear, give or take, 1,000 vertical foot run in one day.
We've cleared, I think, about 17 of them.
Today's conditions were challenging. The skiing was really fun, but you know, it's kind of hit and miss here in Vermont, and that's kind of one of the fun things about it. You come out here and some days are great and some days are not so great, and you know, being prepared with the right stuff in your backpack to, you know, sometimes spend the night outside here if someone were to break a leg or something. I have a hydration pack in here, so I don't carry a water bottle. I've got food bag as well with a bunch of small snacks. I always bring too much food, but that's a good thing. A full pack is key. You kind of prepare for the worst. If you have an equipment malfunction, if you get cold, the most important thing you have is a down coat, extra gloves, an extra hat, an extra layer. I've got matches in there too in case you need to start a fire. I just do one big thing: first aid kit, carabiner, straps. Straps can be used for anything. If somebody breaks their snowshoe, you can use those on your snowshoe. If you break a buckle on your ski boot, you can cinch that around your ski boot. You can splint if somebody had a leg or a knee that blew up. You can put your ski pole on there, and then you can strap around the ski pole to make a little splint too. There's a million different things that you can use these for. The work we've done in the woods, the end product of the trail is pretty darn clean. That ensures a safe and fun ski run.
Today I'm out here backcountry skiing. It makes it a lot easier when people have cut trails out here, just because the woods on the East Coast are very dense. So when people have cut some of the trees down, there's actually room to turn.
To have permission to come into the woods and create actual ski trails for long, long distances is an opportunity that hasn't occurred in Vermont for an awful long time.
There's a lot of different wildlife up here, from birds to bears to moose to nesting going on. There's a lot of different habitat up here. So to walk that fine line between not being too invasive in the woods and keeping it, you know, au naturel was, I think we did a good job with that. And I feel that we've gotten quite a bit of respect from around the Northeast and around the US with the work we've done. And at the end, we get a great run to come back to in the wintertime and ski.
And to come up and ski them is really all you could hope for. There's really no equal to good powder skiing, and that's how you get it.